Hello, here's ISP with the weekly analysis for the week 22 to 26th September 2025, of course. Bear with me because it's very interesting. Let's start with the monthly, as usual. What we are seeing here is like we broke up finally from this structure to the upside, right? But got to the monthly imbalance, to this one, plenty of liquidity above here, plenty of liquidity, man. And then we like got instantly rejection, right? This is basically all right. A simple. Don't have. I don't have at least enough information to make predictions. Um, it go from this point. It could go higher. It could go lower. Of course, like something very new. But yeah, this happened, right? Um, but okay, I'm gonna give you like I do expect to go a little bit higher, but also it's like a 50-50 game. Like it could go as well like lower to this imbalance, or who knows, right? Don't try to force yourself to make predictions when you don't have information. That's a very good lesson you can take right now. At least before making any prediction, look to have enough information, right? As simple as this. Now looking on weekly. Well. Here we can make a little bit of prediction. What kind of predictions? Well, I do expect a little bit the next week to be a bullish one because what happened. But it could be also a bearish one. I will be more able to make predictions after the next week. But let's explain you why what happened here, right? The fractal, like the internal, went bearish, right? And then turned bullish at this point. The swing, it's bullish. Well, a church happened. We didn't close above the high. But like the church, the swing trade, it's bullish clearly. Also, for the like to have in mind, for the fractal, for the internal, we didn't get a closure above the high, so it's not like completely bullish. But yeah, we broke the high basically. So that's why I don't move this level up here like a swing low, because as soon as we don't break the high, that like let's take like this. I am doing these things this way, and just mechanical, avoid too much thinking, too much place for error. Let's zoom a little bit in. Yeah, I say like the internal, the fractal, it's bullish. Like we low, higher high, higher low, higher high, um, higher low, higher high, and you expect to happen the same, just like until you get uh, a lower low. You don't force, like go with the trend. So as simple as this, right? Now we got some extra conferences. This imbalance, which was like this one, which got inverted. Guess what? Now got inverted again, right? Towards its initial goal, which was bullish. But you got this little imbalance who is like, bad child in the school who is not listening and who like um doesn't respect the rules, and it's stealing our way. So be careful, because This imbalance combined with the rejection from the weekly, with a whole lot of liquidity taken from here and from those highs, may push the price lower, right? You don't try, like, you don't anticipate that the price will turn lower before it does, right? You go with the trend, but have in mind, like, this could be a place where the price turns lower, or even like here the price goes lower. Have in mind. So go down. Yeah, I try to explain you something, but I'm giving up. Going lower on daily. Something interesting it's happening. We just broke out the swing, right? No liquidity went in the monthly balance, of course, and then we got like back in the range immediately, basically. Not immediately, but very, very soon. Also, we got like this trend line with plenty of liquidity. Have in mind, there is liquidity below this trend line. Here, a lot of liquidity, here, a lot of liquidity, here, a lot of liquidity. So the price may also go like, as I told you, it could go lower. And there are like, there are reason to happen. Like, it's not just, if the price goes lower, don't be surprised, right? There were reason to go, reasons. And also this imbalance, liquidity below this low, this low. Um, so let's take a short look on what daily tell us. Well, the swing it's clearly bullish, right? The internal, which is, let me show you more clear. It's also bullish, right? And right now we are in a discount, which makes long trades logic, because that's what we are doing here. We search for logic, not emotions, logic. So let's delete it. Um, then, but also like, have in mind, there is this imbalance in our way, right? This little imbalance, which got inverted right now. But I don't like, this is not such a strong imbalance because didn't talk liquidity. At least I don't think so. Where we're formed like here, yeah, took a bit of liquidity, just a little bit. So yeah, what do we have here is like also the low of the previous week. Like, we need some liquidity, right, in order to push higher, if it is to push higher. Um, and this other block, which was tested, but I think it's not completely consumed yet. And what do I expect? I do expect the week to go lower, right? In the beginning, and then go higher. It will happen. I don't have no idea. But if I see bullishness at the logical price after, like, let me make something else because it's very important. Previous week open. This is very important level, right? After taking some kind of liquidity, maybe it will happen here, maybe down here, you know. If I see the week, like the price like going this, make a bullish choice on 4 hour or 1 hour or something, I'm long. Don't do like me, make your own analysis, like use your brain. Um, but yeah, the idea is that there are some longs, like ideas, but some short ideas also. So also very important, I am not long on daily, and maybe not even on 4 hour. Mom, damn, look how it looks, but bear with me, right? I'm trading on this chart, right? Look how clean does it look. But I use it like um idea, but and then when I am like when the price takes liquidity, I am forgetting about the other chart. They come here, have in mind that the price did talk liquidity and look for a church like here happened. Look how clean it was here. Yeah, as simple as it was. Yeah, because you are more like able to see the trend and everything on a clear chart. So right now on 4 hour, 4 hour is very bullish. Like the swing is bullish. No, it's not very bullish, but the swing is bullish, right? And the internal, it's bearish at this moment. Look, low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, just like this. And the fractal, it's also like very bullish. Look at the candle. Talk liquidity above here, right? Make a low, make a high, make a low, make a high, make a low. Didn't break the high, so still bearish. I say bullish, I meant bearish. Um, yes. Maybe this was a pretty chaotic video. Maybe you didn't understand everything, but was a short one, 12 minutes, right, of analysis. So watch it again. Put like pause where you don't understand. Repeat, right? And you will see and you will be able to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying right now is not like so in alignment because the market is not in alignment. Here, like I've said, I am somehow bullish, but the price could go lower. I said basically nothing because there is nothing, there is no information. Here, I say basically the same thing. There are reasons to go high and reasons to go low, right? But, I'm not looking for the reasons to go low, at least not now, because look how, like, the trend is clearly bullish right now. But also, it's there are reasons to go low, right? Just have in mind it. Now, on daily, like this, like a short cap. The swing is bullish, right? The fractal is bullish, but the internal is the swing is bullish, the internal is bullish, but the fractal is bearish, right? Um, what does it mean? Contradiction. You cannot be like lining on a direction when there are so many contradictions in the market. That's why this video may have been so contradicting. Then you come down to 4 hour, like the 4 hour is bullish, but the fractal or the internal, it's bearish, and the fractal is also bearish. So until I see at least on 4 hour some bullishness, right? And maybe on 1 hour, if there is any. Okay, I see not even on 1 hour. So like there is basically nothing. You have to wait for more confirmations. I'm not tell you. I'm gonna show you like a short example of the trades you wanna see, like this one. Look how clear it was. You took liquidity, right? From the monthly. From the weekly. You went in the monthly imbalance. Have in mind. This is the monthly imbalance. This one. This one. And then what happened? Like you see, it's a clear order block after liquidity went taken, and then also a church happened, right? And then look how simple it was. Like the price came here and then jumped lower, right? On 1 hour, the like this is the area where the 4 hour is. You got also like a place to put your stop loss above this candle, right? This week, I mean. And let's assume were afraid to enter like blindly here with the stop loss here. You got a new chance to be like long. Imagine high, low, high. You broke the low, right? This is the let's I'll take it as a fractal, as an internal, but the fractal it's also like you got also high, low, high, low, high, low. The fractal was also very short. So you could have entered here, stop loss above the, because you got the imbalance also, right? Here, stop loss above the candle, or stop loss like more conservative above the high. And look, in 1 2 hour, you took the first target like liquidity level, then the second was here, um, the third it's here, the fourth here, the fifth here, but you're not stupid to go as low as this. Maybe with a small amount of the trade, because the 4 hour is still bullish. So here was also a very interesting trade, like but you were not in the premium. But yes, you were not in the premium. So this was not a plus setup. I am quoting a very famous trader I watch and I like this is not a very good setup, but it's still a good one because you are short, right, on a 1 hour. And then you got like the whole idea, the levels below you. Then looking here, you got like a shift. It was like high, low, high, low. And here you see how it's like you didn't make higher highs, you started making higher lower lows. But something very interesting happened like in this moment. You take liquidity here, right? You came down here, you close and break the low after so this is like gold, right? Because it shows you something. You like you took liquidity above, right? And then you went below. So this is like a gold. And then on here you could have like enter like very simple like this and have this target, you know, or otherwise you could have gone on a lower time frame and search for more confluences. You got to have like the higher time frame in mind. So this is the whole point. When the higher time frame is contradicting, don't do nothing on the lower time frame. So this was my analysis. This was my teaching for the day. I hope you learned something. And yes, see you the next week. Have a good and profitable without stress week.